Good morning. It's Rita from Be Inspired to Live Beautifully, and we are here in Wisconsin on the really beautiful rolling hills of Wisconsin. And I'm here to share this morning what I had promised about a little tour of my home with my lemony, summery decor that's going to be boxed up, binned up, and put away for the summer. And so let's get started on that. But first, let's have just a moment of a morning inspiration. I want to just share with you that as I tour you through my designs and my ideas, I'm going to give some tips and tricks with what to do on a budget. How can we make it look beautiful, inviting? But my decor and your decor, they're going to be two different things, and it's totally fine that you don't fall in love with what I love, because it's what brings you joy, what brings you peace, what are the colors you love, maybe even pictures of your family woven in. And I do little what I call vignettes and tablescaping. And those things bring me joy because maybe it's a piece of something from my mother or my grandmother. Maybe I got it on a trip. I collect these mugs from all over where I go. It's a Deneen cup, and maybe you've seen them. And I like to collect them, and then I like to use them when I'm having my coffee and match it to my outfit. Isn't that funny? I know people might not like that, but people in my life know it, and they've even gifted those to me. But it's where we've been. What did we bring back? How can I display that? Maybe not all the time, but seasonally drop those little pieces into your decor. That's just something that I like to do. When I decorate my home, I do these vignettes. When I do my gardens, I do little vignettes, and I will share that in the future. But as we open this door to my home, don't be too disappointed that, oh gosh, her decor isn't like my decor. And listen in on how did I flip that from what it looked like to what it is today. And so I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. Come along and we will just open that door. Welcome to my home. Here's the first spot that you see when you walk into the house in the foyer. And it's a little corner spot where I have a very pretty table, which I won't talk about today, but I will talk about in the future. And this is just a really special little area that I can always decorate. Um, this summer decor starts with this precious little gal that's from my era. I'm born in 1963, and she hung on the walls of our bedrooms along with some other little pretty girls. I have another one for winter, but I reframed this frame. And you can buy something that you really like, even if you don't like the frame, or maybe you love the frame, but you don't like what's in it. So we'll talk about those things in the future, but I say be inspired to change it for your home. And then these are little plates that bring in a glorious floral to the summer decor. And it actually matches a little teapot that I got at a cute little gift shop. And this is called 222 Fifth Ellis. And then this little sweet gal from probably the 1950s, she is a little belle. And I loved her for my little grandchildren to see these cute little sweet faces. I have a couple of blonde little ones too. So it isn't she sweet? And then I like to do what's called like highs and lows in my vignettes and in my tablescaping. And so these candle holders give me some high and low sense of color and beauty. And then this gorgeous covered dish, that's from a friend of mine. And remember, I was saying how maybe you'll decorate with things of your mother's or your grandmother's. This was a 97-year-old friend of mine when she passed. She had no children, and so she had gifted some things to me. And then this very pretty little dish I have had since my children were young. And I just put some silk flowers into it for the season. Nothing fancy, but it's a very pretty little bowl that goes with these flowers. And I want to show you when I pedestal a plate or this picture, I use easels. That's the thing that holds them up and keeps them safe. All right, before we leave this foyer, I would show you this section of my front room. And this is an armoire that I always decorate. And it's right now with a beautiful plate that I pedestaled with an easel, 3 mercury glass candle holders, teapot, sugar and creamer, and a couple more mercury glass items there, just to kind of bring in that summer up top where your eye looks when you first come in. And then blending in that same Ellis plate, I have it in a 2-tiered rack that, by the way, I could not afford when I first saw this 2-tiered rack, but I found it later secondhand. It had a couple other plates on it that were more for fall, and my daughter said, you know what, Mom, you could probably find some plates in your home that would fit in there. And that was what inspired me to use these square plates. And then this very pretty planter that I found, it was just very inspiring with the feet and the pretty texture of the metal. And so I put some foam in there and added some very beautiful floral to it. And then that brings some of that same Ellis floral color into my front room when you first come in. Then this way you can see the same thing here and up there and over there. And now let's move into the living room. And the theme is lemons, yellow, bumblebees. And so some throw pillows brought some of that yellow color, nice punch of color without too much expense. I typically find them secondhand or I purchase them. You know, this one was purchased brand new, but here's another floral arrangement that I did. I wanted that there above my fireplace, and I used some dried floral from my hydrangea bushes along with the silk floral, and then so beautiful. It was made, probably I got it from Hobby Lobby, but it was made all naturally, and so it makes your floral arrangement appear very fresh. This end table just has a gingham tablecloth that I sewed myself. I'm going to flip this end table eventually, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. So I thought this was a nice way to bring in the yellow, along with some bird cages and a yellow lemon. Usually you would use this on a dining room table, but it's a runner and it brings in that soft yellow color. And I will talk about some of these furniture flips in future videos. Here is another vignette, and I did this little container. I found it was another color. I painted it white and yellow, and these are actual ribbons with the daisy and the black and white polka dot. And then a pedestal dish that I actually created myself, which I'll show in future videos how to do that. But here are just the highs and lows of this vignette with another relief kind of a thing on the back wall here. I'll show it to you on the side. Very pretty. I move this around my home to where it's needed for my decor. But what I want to point out is when you're doing tablescaping, this is pottery, this is sterling silver. Then you have a cutout little plate, some clear glass Fostoria from the vintage era brings in elegance, another pedestal dish, and a Scentsy. And I like to light my Scentsy's on timers if I can, so they come on by themselves. All right, and then this little hallway leads to the bathroom. And I always do this little table as well because it's what you're going to see when you come out of the bathroom. And I redid this to look like marble. I just want to point out too that it doesn't have to be always elegant. Like this is a beautiful Fostoria dish, probably very valuable. But these little boxes with the bumblebees are just from Dollar General. And then these were like little lamp without shades, little lamps that I got. And then I purchased the damask lamp shade. Let me get a good view of that. And then I just added hot glue with a fringe to give them an elegance. Sometimes I use them on this table and sometimes I don't. Now coming into the bathroom, I always keep this table here in my bathroom. I'll give you a little view of the bathroom. And on this table, people are going to be seeing what you've put there. If you have space in a powder room for a little table that you can do a little vignette, it's just a little I love you that I give to my people. And it's giving them something to look at that's beautiful or precious. And let me just back up here and talk about this vignette. So I have a couple more pedestaled, topiaried lemons and highs and lows again, different textures, different reasons why I have them there. So here's my bumblebee theme in these two containers, which I found separately at different times, and then this little honey pot. And above it, I have a saying that says, be a blessing. I found this frame secondhand. It was almost like a double shadow box. And I brought it home and changed it completely. This is a yellow glitter paper. And I stamped daisies lightly in gray for a backdrop to the saying, be a blessing, and then punched out some daisies. I like to make cards too. It's kind of my artistic thing I can give to people. And then this daisy shimmery silver paper, and you end up with this very pretty piece of artwork that goes with what I'm doing. That's where I want to inspire you to see beyond what you're seeing to what you can make it. And we will talk more about that in the future. This beautiful little soap you can get at Home Goods and TJ Maxx, Marshalls. They have these beautiful personal care products like this. And this little dish is vintage. It comes from a trip that I went on with my cousins and my friend Lynn, and we find a beautiful place with dishware. I bring it back and make it part of my decor sometimes. And then here from the doorway, you can see that corner table there as you walk out. This I know was Dollar General. And this was a secondhand find. I think it's Greece with the lemons. It's a nice piece added to what I was doing. And my friend Lynn gave me this, probably a Home Goods find, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. They always have these beautiful personal care things. And I purchased these online. I will put a link below. They're little soaps with my bee pattern on there. And then it is so good to be home is the last thing people see as they walk out the door. a Scentsy, making things smell good, and a little hand towel. All right, and then this little runner that I didn't mention, that came from Target. And check out their little area when you first come into Target. There's a real reasonable spot for some decor. And moving quickly here, I wanted to share with you about these chair covers. And they're just slip covers that work really, really well for bringing out a pattern, any pattern that you want. They slip on really well and tight. And when I first purchased it, it was because I had chairs that were peeling. And maybe you have chairs that aren't looking so great, and you might want to cover them up with a chair cover. So I'll put a link for those. I really like those. Even though I bought these chairs on Amazon later and they're not peeling, it still is a pretty punch of color. And then this is one of my last vignettes I want to show you. And I purchased this, and we'll talk about it later, but this one was inspired by another artist, but I came home with a canvas and I painted it myself to match more in my kitchen. And as you can see, the canisters, these were given to me by my sister Lori, but they kind of match these vases how I have them. And then what the vases are sitting on is matching the floor. And the stripe in this picture is matching the stripes in my drapes. So you can be creative, but you were inspired by someone else's creativity too. And then the little lemon casseroles just add that punch of color, but they're also useful. And I just put some geraniums in a cute little metal holder, and I pedestaled that. So thanks for coming with me on a tour of my home with all of the summery colors. And next up, I'm going to be going out into the vineyard, and I want to share with you our beautiful harvest this year. It's been a very good year for the grapes, and I'm going to share that walk out there and a little visit with you about the vines and the grapes, and also a little inspiration. So, okay, I will see you again soon, and have a wonderful day. God bless you. Bye-bye.